Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So Miami's offense making their way on the field today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass. It's Tucker. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. The freshman makes a tremendous grab there. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Tackle finally made at the 37. And 1st and 10 from there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
1st down and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And then to hold him there to a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm.
Touchdown, Canes, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game with no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kurt. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here the wideout goes in motion. Testing the right side here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Longhorns. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To throw, it's Yang. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he will not get there. The gamble doesn't work. They still trail by a point.
Miami, 7, Texas.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. The defense make adjustments. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Again, thrown out the RPO, and it's complete. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Hot over the middle. It's Mills. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. The Canes are on the move here. Looking to chuck it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Tucker. Going for his running back, who makes the grab. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Handoff heading left. Running through the tackle. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'll not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
On the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll try the ground game here with running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Yang. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the right here. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Way too much speed in that play.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's a 13-10 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Back to throw. It's Tucker. Receiver makes the catch. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. The defense with more pre-snap movement. catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami and the wide receiver position. And you can say not recently. They've had some pretty good players. But you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here. 1st down and more. He's still running. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And Miami offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Tucker. The ball is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route to get some positive yards.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
The ball is hauled in. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They try to sneak it for the 1st.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Oh, and he knocks it right through. The game is now tied.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Just a really good job up front opening up that hole. I'll tell you, watching this back more and more, love his vision, love the instincts that he has as a runner, and he has that combination of physicality and speed to be able to pick up first downs like that.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. Longhorns will crank up the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. The Longhorns churn out another first down. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run up the middle. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Scanning the field. It's Yang. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 13th, and here we go, a red zone opportunity.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Tucker. Lets it fly to the wide out. He makes the grab. Tackle quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Look out, room to run here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3. Offense tops the block with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Yang. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. This time it's complete. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback making some changes at the line. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only 1, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Mills. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a short completion of a big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw. It's Tucker. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain makes it second and medium. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. The Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On first down, it's play action. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Throwing off play action. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Canes! So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Bruce, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Yang. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Longhorns will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown, Texas! And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Tucker. A short completion of the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment at third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Here's the second down play. On play action, looking to throw. Catch made on the sideline, and he stays inbounds.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Hebe keeps it himself.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Tucker. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He breaks free. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Receiver in motion now. Working clock with the ground game. They stop and buck. This offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the handoff. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. Picks up the first, looking for more. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Longhorns are in the red zone. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And the runner takes off to his right. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Muscle it across the line, going absolutely nowhere. No loss on the play.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
The Longhorns come into the final minute of play, just trying to run the clock out. On second and goal, they give it to him again. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance, cannot